Good morning, you guys. I told you I wasn't gonna be gone long. Did you miss me? So we're back today. We are doing, I thought that for the next couple days, either today and tomorrow, or maybe just today, because today's gonna be a very busy day. We're just gonna kind of do like a day / 2 days in my life vlog kind of deal. Take you guys along for the ride of what we're doing today and what we're doing tomorrow. Not because it's like anything crazy, but just because I wanna hang out with you. Basically today, it's 8:27 right now. Hayden and I just went to walk and get a coffee. This is what my day looks like today. I have some emails to go through. Weirdly enough, I wake up every morning to like 15 emails. I woke up to none this morning, so I'm like kind of shocked and I don't know what is happening. But I am gonna go through my emails. I have a couple phone calls to make, and then at 11 we are going to my powder brow touch-up appointment. I'm very excited about that. And then at 2:30 I have a meeting. At 3 o'clock I'm getting my hair done. And what else? Oh, and then Hayden and I have dinner with some friends tonight. And then tomorrow Hayden may or may not be leaving town to go see his family for like a little overnight trip because his sister's getting engaged. By the time you see this, she'll already be engaged. So very exciting about that, but we have church, so like I can't just like up and go with him. And I also just have like so much to get done here. So it's like, truthfully, the idea of like taking a trip just sounds very chaotic. But we had our, well, I'm gonna do like a get ready with me as well. Like we're gonna do my makeup today at some point because we're going to dinner with friends. I would like to look a little bit presentable. So I'll fill you in on all things wedding when we do that. But so many new wedding things to update you on. There's just like so much going on. But then tomorrow, if he does go out of town, then it'll just be you and me, and we're just gonna be hanging out. And I need to go get like stuff for dinner. Friday is the 4th of July, and Hayden and I are gonna just keep it very low key this year. We're like not even leaving the house. We're just gonna hang out. I think we're gonna do like a little surf and turf action. We're gonna do like lobster and steak and just like have a time, watch Love Island. I can't wait. That's kind of the vibes. I'm just hanging out here with Church. Where is he? You see him? Church, eh? Oh, there you are. Hi. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give a quick little intro as to like what we're doing and what you can expect. But I just wanted to hang out with you guys because I missed you. I filmed a get ready with me a couple days ago, and while it was good, my camera died. So the footage would have been short, and I just didn't want to like half-ass it. So I thought, let's do a proper hangout. Sound good? Sounds good to me. So now I'm gonna do some calls, and this isn't like anything that's super crazy. One of the calls that I have to do is about my wedding dress, which is, guys, I don't know what's happening. I'm getting married so soon. Like, how is this even possible? But I need to call them because I emailed them. I think I told you guys, I got my wedding dress from Kleinfeld, and obviously that's in New York, and I'm not in New York. I need to figure out a way to get it shipped here, and I'm going to call them to see what that process is. I emailed them trying to be like, hey, what's the process? But I'm sure Kleinfeld is like super busy. It's fucking Kleinfeld. I am now gonna try and figure out how I can get it shipped here. I don't know if it comes to my house. Like, I don't know how this works. I've never done this before. Does it get shipped to my house? Does it get shipped elsewhere? Like, where does this thing go? I don't know, but I need to call them. So that's the first phone call we have to make. So let's do that. Okay, thanks so much, Jessica. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too, bye.
Okay, so I feel like we learned a lot. I'm trying to decide if I want to get the dress shipped here or if I want to get it shipped to my parents' house, or I don't know. I'll have to ask my mom. Okay, hi guys. We're back in the car, or not back in the car. We're just in the car. The sunroof, it's not giving good lighting. But anyways, I'm about to walk into my powder brow appointment. I go to Permanent Makeup by Justine in Franklin, if you are curious. Honestly, doing the powder brows, I've said it before, I will say it again, the best decision that I've ever made. If you guys have seen you guys saw my eyebrows before. It was not a cute time. So doing the powder brows is great. I was in between doing the powder brows and the microblading, but I'm so glad I went with the powder brows. From my understanding, the microblading is more so like individual strokes, whereas the powder brow is more of like, I don't know, like filled in. I'm not sure. Don't take my word for it. Just look at them. That says enough. I'm gonna go in and do it. I don't like filming in places yet. We haven't gotten that far. But it's pretty much just a tattoo. And hopefully I don't look too crazy because the last time I did it, my eyebrows definitely looked dark. But I'm gonna be doing my makeup after this anyways because we're going to get dinner with friends. I have a meeting, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. You get the vibes. So I'm going to do my makeup after this anyways, and hopefully it just blends. Okay, I'm gonna go in and I'll see you. Also, look at my bag. How cute. I got it on Revolve. I think it's from 8 Other Reasons. Yeah, it's just like a great slouch bag, just throw a bunch of shit in there and it feels like it all disappears. It's like Mary Poppins. Back at the house, obviously. These are what the brows look like. They're stunning, gorgeous, amazing. I love them. Obviously they look a little harsh right now, but that will just subside over time. But I'm so excited because we have a little cake sample to try. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put you. So we have this cake sample. This is a little funfetti cake from a bakery here in Nashville called Dessert Design, I think it's called. We went and tried cake samples from them a couple weeks ago and they were so good. And we're basically just trying to decide right now if we want to do like our venue, have them cater the desserts, or if we want to source a cake from elsewhere. So the cake flavor that we're thinking of going with is funfetti. We're really trying to like lean into almost like an elevated backyard kind of wedding vibe, and I love a funfetti cake. We're thinking of going with a possible funfetti option, and we tried the caterer's funfetti for our venue yesterday, and we're just trying to see if we like this one better. When we tried this bakery's cake samples, they were absolutely unreal. They were so good. I highly recommend. I want to wait for Hayden, but like Hayden's on a work call, so like, okay, I think I'm just gonna cut it so we can see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, I hear Hayden coming. Want to come try the cake?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
It's so cute. Okay, wait, I need to take a picture and send it. Do we think we would like a red velvet better?
I don't know, I just had a killer bite. I think that's good. I love you. Let me see your eyebrows.
Okay, hi guys, we're back. Doing a little get ready with me. Hayden and I are going to dinner with some friends and I need to get ready. Now you can kind of get a good look of my brows. I just love them. For primer, I like to use the One Size primer. It's just the Secure the Blur. This one, the best. One Size is just so good. My only thing is that their setting spray, it smells like hairspray, and I don't know what chemicals they put in it to make it so it like sticks to your face, because clearly there's magic in that bottle, but I just cannot inhale it. It like, and I know hold your breath, whatever, but then I noticed it when I was doing it, it was starting to make my outer corners of my eyes water, and it was just not the move. So I had to switch it up, which is unfortunate because I had high hopes, but I don't think it's the product's fault. Obviously it works for quite literally everyone else. I think it's just a me problem. Anyways, since we've last spoken, had a couple exciting developments in the wedding world. I told you guys, or you guys were with me when I called Kleinfeld today, and I sent over all of like the authorization forms that they sent me, and they called me back to schedule a shipping date. We decided on July 15th. It's currently July 2nd. I know that might sound like a while. However, this is why we did it this way, which is because it's 4th of July on Friday. They're like not doing any more shipments for the rest of the week. Next week, they said that they could send it off next Wednesday and it would get in on the 11th. However, the reason that that wasn't gonna work is because I need to throw this one away. It's so empty. The reason that wasn't gonna work is because Hayden and I have a photo shoot that day, which I'm so excited about. I'll talk to you about that in a second, but I wanted to be here all day on the day that the dress was getting like shipped, because you need a sign for it and all of the things. So I like wanted my entire schedule to be clear, and like the photo shoot's not till like later in the day. However, with my luck, like FedEx would be here and I wouldn't be able to sign for it and they would keep my dress. So I was like, instead, let's wait till the 15th for them to ship it. It'll get here on the 17th. I'll call the alterations person like tomorrow or something and see if I can make an appointment with them for later in July when my mom is here, so she can come to that appointment with me. That's kind of the update. So we did that, and then for the photo shoot, so the reason we're doing this is because Hayden and I did an engagement shoot, like obviously like right after we got engaged, and it was for our save the dates, and at the time we did not have a full vision for what we were going to do for the wedding. We kind of just like did the photos just to have them, and it was much more of like a city feel. I don't know if I've ever shared them with you guys. I shared some of them, like when we're walking up the stairs together and like doing that whole thing. We did it then, and while the photos were like amazing, this has nothing to do with like the photos, it was more so just like the vibe in which we were trying to go for. So now I was like, you know what I want to do is I want to now like go back and do another set of photos that we could use for like a guest book that fit more of the vibe, and just to have, like, Hayden and I don't have a lot of pictures together just over the course of our relationship because we're just like always with each other and not taking like couple photos really. So we don't really have a lot of photos together, and so I was like, why don't we just do that now? So that is what we are doing, and that's on the 11th. So I didn't want the dress to come then and just me not be there and me have to stress about that. So instead, just changing it so like the next week is gonna be fine because I have nothing going on. I'm not going anywhere the month of July, which is really nice. I will say, you guys, there is like, this is the last month, which is crazy to think about, before like shit gets so real. Let's talk about it. So for example, like July, I'm not traveling, and like this month I'm locking in, you guys. Like, we have 3 months to like get our shit together, and like eating and exercise. Like, it's not even that I'm not happy with the weight that I'm at right now. I just like want to tone up, and like my body composition and all of that I just feel like is kind of off. I stopped personal training for a while. I stopped that back in February. I was doing that for about 2 years, and while I did love it, I just kind of felt like my muscle memory, like all of the things, it just kind of felt like I was not like hitting my goals as much as I would like to. And honestly, like another part of it is like I felt like me and my trainer actually became like really good friends, which is something that always happens with me. I always feel like I become friends with the people that I hire for those types of things. My dad used to get so mad at me. He's like, you have to actually like have these people push you, because instead I just give pushback when I feel comfortable around someone. I'm like, I don't want to do that. And yeah, so I stopped doing personal training, and then I started doing Pilates, which I haven't gone to Pilates in like 2 weeks, so I'm clearly not doing well on that. And I was like going back and forth. I'm like, do I need to join a gym? Like, what do I need to do? And I decided against, I think, well, for this moment, because I had actually built last year like a home gym in our garage, which is, it like has everything I need. It has, and because it's so hot in Nashville right now and the gym doesn't have like circulation or like airflow, it's basically like working out in a sauna. So like I feel like if I just force myself to go in there like 4 to 5 times a week, we'll be on a better pace. Because I just, my fear is that, and what I fear is happening, is I'm losing my muscle tone, and that scares me. So not scares me, but like I just need to kick it into gear a little bit more than I have been. Probably not supposed to be doing my makeup over my brows. I'm like trying to go around them, but it's not really working. And so this month I'm like chilling, and then August, I don't think I have a free weekend in August. The first weekend in August, or like the weekend of August 9th, I'm going to one of my best friend's bridal showers. And then the weekend after that is my bridal shower. And then the weekend after that is my high school reunion that I'm going back for. And then the weekend after that, I think we have one more weekend in August, which I'll be back here and have nothing. And then the weekend after that, I have to go back to California for the girls, Kristen. You guys know Kristen. Oh my God, if you've been here for forever, you know Kristen. She was in a bunch of like truth or drinks, story times, vlogs. Oh my God, okay, wait, you guys know Kristen. It's her bridal shower that I'm going to, and then it's her wedding. She's getting married, so I'm going back to California for that, and I'm so excited. I wasn't able to go to her bachelorette, which I'm really upset about, but I'm gonna be there for her bridal shower. And then after that, it's like basically my wedding. Like, what the fuck? You guys, like, what is happening? Send help. How is this real life? I have like a Zola registry thing, and on the Zola registry, it tells you how many days you have until you're getting married. And I was looking at like 3 digits for so long. It was like 176 days. And I was like, oh my God, that's like forever. Like, I have forever to go. Now we're at like 92. Like, when the hell did that happen? I'm getting stressed. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited to be like a wife. That's a crazy concept, you guys. Like, what is happening? No, but I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be someone's wife. Like, I'm gonna have a husband. My husband, that's crazy. It like hits me in little moments. I'm like, oh my God, like this is real. Obviously I've known it's real this whole time, but like you don't really, I feel like unless you know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about. Scary in a good way. Scary in a good way. You guys know, like I'm terrified of change. And I've been thinking about like changing my last name and what I'm gonna do for all of that. I feel like that's a whole other conversation. Hayden's last name is pronounced Frederick, but it's spelt really weird. It's like F-R-I-E-R-D-I-C-H, and I'm like, okay, can we like just change the spelling of it, please? Who has the time to spell that? That's a lot of letters. But I'm trying to decide because I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know. You guys know that I'm not like super traditional. I'm traditional in some ways, but just like not super traditional in others. And like, I like my last name. I like being a Breimer. Sorry about it. Thinking of doing like Savannah Breimer Frederick, but I don't know. Truthfully, I don't even know if I'll do the documents. Like, I don't know. It just sounds like a long process. I'm very lucky that Hayden's like not like offended when I say any of this, because I'm just like, it's just a process. It's a lot. And also like with social media and everything, like I'm obviously just gonna like keep my name the same on here just so people can like find me easier. If you like search, you don't have to be like, what's her new name? Like, no. So keeping it the same on socials and everything, but like for legal reasons, I don't know. I'm just like, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, once I have a second to not worry about like what bridesmaid's dress color we're working on, because you guys, we're still working on that. I feel like ahead in many ways. Actually, no, I don't feel ahead in many ways. My wedding planner like pulled me aside the other day and she's like, I'm getting worried about the bridesmaids dresses, and I was like, sister, I know, but I think we're gonna go with like a chocolate brown for the bridesmaids dresses, which I am so excited about. And if you don't like that, I don't care. I love that for so many reasons. First of all, it's like fall vibes, so I love that. People will like be in the mood for fall by early October. I'm in the mood for fall by August, so that's how I feel. And we were going back and forth at first between like, do we do like a taupey brown or do we just do like a chocolate brown? But chocolate brown, like truthfully, is one of my favorite colors to wear. It's the color of this right here. It's like my color. Like I love that color. So I kind of love the idea of like my bridesmaids wearing the color. I'm also trying to decide like, are my bridesmaids gonna stand? Are they not gonna stand? I've been so set on them not standing this whole time. However, the ceremony space that we're using is a little bit tight, so it could be beneficial to have them standing. That way it just like opens up more seats. You guys, it's a whole thing. As far as everything else, I'm just starting on the Idaho case. I think I told you that this morning. If not, I'm doing the Idaho murder case. Truthfully, I don't know why I tasked myself with that this week. I just clearly wanted to make my life more difficult. No, I've been meaning to do that case for a hot minute now, and I was gonna wait till the trial was over, but now he's been pleading guilty, so there's not gonna be a trial. So I just figured, why not do it now? So that's kind of the plan. Okay, we're moving this get ready with me into my bathroom so I can show you guys what I've been doing with my hair recently. So I got this magical thing last week and I'm obsessed with it. Mind you, a lot of my hair is stuck in it, which is great, and probably says that maybe this isn't a good product. But anyways, I love this thing. I've been looking for exactly what this does. I know that there's so many different versions of this out there. This sounds like an ad, I swear it's not. There's so many different versions of this thing out there, and I know that like TikTok shop has one, a lot of different places have it, but I've never tried it and I've always been wanting to, and this gives me like a I just got a blow dry effect. Pretty much, it's exactly what this does. I'm obsessed with it. Like, look at that cute little curl at the end. I love when my hair is straightened, but sometimes, like, you know, it just falls flat. I will say I do straighten my hair and then finish off by doing this. Is kind of what I've been doing. I did get the dry bar one, like I said. I know it's a little bit more expensive. Like, I know there's cheaper options out there, but I was in Ulta and they had like 2 other options, but the options weren't available in store, and this was the only one that was. And so I was like, you know what? We're just full sending it. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys because I love it. Sometimes I don't want to curl my hair, but sometimes I don't want it to be slick straight either. I've tried rollers and rollers just don't do it for me. You guys see what I'm saying? Like, it's not even up for debate. And the way it falls afterwards, I have a spray tan scheduled for tomorrow, but I don't think I should go because my tan from last week has not worn off yet. I'm just yapping your ear off. Is this annoying? Am I boring you? Why is it giving like kind of Cindy Lou Who? Top is Aritzia and these pants are Abercrombie. Off we go. Are you like tilted? Can we tilt you back? How are we doing this? How are we gonna do this? Hi guys, we're back. You're on like a little bit of like an upward angle. Is it flattering? I don't know, probably not. But hi, it's a little bit later in the afternoon. It's currently 2:30-ish. I am getting my day going. We've done things today. I obviously have gotten ready. That's the first and foremost thing. I filmed my Patreon video for next week. I just got off a Patreon meeting, and in the midst of all this, I also went grocery shopping. So tomorrow is the 4th of July. I think I told you guys, like, Hayden and I aren't doing anything for the 4th. We're just gonna stay low, hang inside, and we're gonna have a nice little dinner together. We're gonna do steak, lobster, like surf and turf action. And then I got some stuff for like appetizers. It's just gonna be so good, but I also just got stuff that we needed because we were kind of low on snacks and just kind of stuff. So I thought I'd do a little grocery haul. First things first, nut thins. These are a must in our house, not because Hayden likes them, but because I do. So there's that. So I got 2 things of those. Then, oh, I got these. These are wine waters. I've talked to you guys about these before. They only sell them at Whole Foods, so I haven't been able to find them anywhere else, but they are 5% alcohol per can. They're 6 cans, 69 calories, and 0 sugar. So it's just like a great little like wine alternative, trying to be on like my healthy bridal fitness journey, all the things. Then I got parsley because I needed it for one of the appetizers that we're making. Hey, hi, hello. This is the one I got. And then I got a lot of sauces. Bitchin' sauce, the Chipotle one. Whenever we do like Chipotle bowls, which is like in our rotation of dinner, love to use that bitchin' sauce. Also like crazy feta from Cava. We used to eat that all the time when I lived with my family, and so it's kind of like nostalgic. I got cottage cheese. We're actually gonna use this tonight for dinner that I'm making. And then I got butter, burrata for one of the appetizers that we're gonna make tomorrow. I'll show you guys what we're doing. It's gonna be so good. 2 packs of ground beef. One will be used tonight, and Church is gonna be so stoked because he's basically gonna get what Hayden usually gets. So there's gonna be a lot left over for him. Next, you guys, if you have not tried the brown butter chocolate cookies or chocolate chip cookies at Whole Foods, it's so good. I get the big ones because if I get the small ones, they come in minis, but if I get the minis, I'll just eat the dough, like I'll just snack on it. Those are too big for me to like actually snack on, so it's like self-control kind of. Then I got the Boursin cheese. This is the best cheese. Hayden and I love to have it as like a little pre-dinner appetizer whenever we're cooking. I also just got some cubed Parmesan. I also love this for just a snack. Trimmed green beans, we love that. Next, I got this baguette we'll have with dinner tomorrow. I got wild cherry tomatoes. The appetizer that we're gonna be doing, it's like cherry tomatoes, olive oil, garlic, burrata goodness, and then you put that in the oven, and then you like chop up the French baguette, like slice this up, ow. Then I got goodles. We have 2 other flavors, I think, in the pantry. I just always like to have these on deck. I think that they're just great to have. We love doing that. In our rotation, we'll do like kind of like a modern hamburger helper. We'll do like a goodles and ground turkey or goodles and ground beef, something of the sort. Then I picked up some canned tuna. This is just such a great high protein lunch, so I grabbed that. Also got some chocolate chips. We just don't have any, and it's one of those things where like you don't realize it until you realize it that you need them. I don't know, I was craving chocolate chip pancakes the other night, did not have them because we didn't have chocolate chips, so I was like, let me just help my future self out. I got a sweet potato because tonight we're doing like ground beef, cottage cheese, sweet potato, the TikTok viral thing, but it's so good and very high protein. And then I got some corn on the cob for dinner tomorrow as well that we're gonna grill. I feel like it was a really good grocery haul. I usually will just Instacart because it's just easier, but it is nice to just like go through the grocery store and like walk around and do the thing. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this all away. I also got, that I didn't show you, I got like a salmon teriyaki bowl for lunch. So good. So right now I'm gonna put all of this away and then I'm going to work out. I'm gonna go in our little home gym and work out. You see my spray tan right there? That's not cute. This is the pre-workout that I use. I got it off of Amazon. It definitely is expensive because this is like a discontinued flavor, I think, or like they just don't sell it on their website. So this was like $45, but it's my favorite pre-workout. So I let myself splurge on that because I need to work out. So there's that. I'm gonna go work out and then we will touch base and think about dinner and stuff. I'm probably gonna eat a little earlier. And then we got this one. Hi. Can you say hi? Okay, hi guys, we're back. Sorry, the cabinets are such a mess. I did my workout. Am I blurry right now? I can't even tell. No, I think we're in focus. I did my workout, showered, and then just poured myself a glass of wine and had a sip of it. I did one of the wine waters. I don't know if anyone else gets like this, but sometimes when I take a first sip of like white wine, usually, I always like, it strikes a headache and I don't know, I feel like that can't be normal. And it's usually like when I'm at home. If I'm at a restaurant, it's not like that. I just found this little packet of Advil. So I just obviously took that. Making myself and Church dinner. He's gonna be so happy because I'm putting a lot of ground beef in his dinner, and he also gets one of these because it was like a week and a half ago now. The vet thought that he tore his ACL, but we think he just sprained something, but this is just anti-inflammatories to give to him, so we've just been doing that. And his leg has gotten a lot better. Like, he's not limping anymore. If anything, he's just like so full of energy and acting totally fine. So I'm gonna give this to him. Let me show you what I like to do. So I made sweet potatoes. I didn't have any tin foil or parchment paper to put these on, so I cleaned the pan. I know it doesn't even look like it, but I cleaned the pan and then I put the sweet potatoes on. Basically what I do is I put the oven at 425 and I like season the sweet potatoes with olive oil, garlic powder, garlic salt, and paprika. And then I just, usually about like this much. The last time I did this, I put them on broil, not realizing that broil like literally burns the shit out of things. So just been a learning process. And then we come over to this station and we do ground beef, throwing that in the microwave just so that can heat up because the ground beef has been sitting out for like 30 minutes or so while the sweet potatoes cooked. And then I'm grabbing my cottage cheese. I use the Good Culture cottage cheese. I'm watching The Ultimatum right now, the Queer Love Ultimatum, and it is so good. I'm on episode 6, I believe. They're just about to go back to their original partners and I cannot wait. And I will check in with you guys in a second, or in a little bit. We're back in the bathroom, getting ready for bed. Just finished watching Love Island, episode 27. Craziness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I have thoughts, I have opinions. I don't know if you're gonna like them. I think television nowadays, specifically reality television, specifically Love Island, I think it's a double-edged sword here because I feel and fear there is a percentage of the America, I'll say, or the world, whoever's watching this, that is forgetting that this is a cutesy little fun TV show where like you like certain people at one point, you're not gonna like other people at other points, and it's just like based off of episode 27, I think it's very clear that there are certain people in that villa that are there to play the game rather than anything else. Tonight they had like the burst your bubble challenge. I think certain people were humbled a little bit. My personal, like, to just like call a spade, I think Sierra, as much as I loved her in the beginning, and I still do like her, but I'm starting to pick up that I feel like she's playing more of a strategic game than anything else. Like, I feel like she's tunnel vision's a word that she likes to use a lot, but like I don't understand, like I don't, there's certain things where I'm like, I'm confused, like certain things aren't adding up to me. Her being so okay with Alandria kissing Nick, like I don't know if I'm just like not a cool girl like that, but I would not be okay with that if I really liked Nick. I feel like sending Hannah home was really weird, and the only thing that makes sense to me in my mind as to why they would do that is because they felt that Pepe and Hannah Hannah had a stronger connection than a lot of the other people in the villa, and they thought that by sending Hannah home, it would strengthen their own possibility of winning the show almost. And like the way that they're explaining it, like it's just not making sense. Like Hannah was lucky enough to have 2 connections. Okay, you've been tunnel vision on Nick since the second you got in here. You want to talk tunnel vision? Like, you're the pot calling the kettle black. So what does it mean when you do it? Like, why is it okay when you have tunnel vision, but it's not okay when Hannah has tunnel vision? And it's like, she didn't even really have tunnel vision because she liked Charlie, and then she had to switch connections to Pepe, and then she liked Pepe. And so it's like, she's exploring connections the way you're supposed to, but when it comes to anyone getting in Sierra's way, I feel like that's when she has to like switch gears and like put herself in the best position. Like, I guess on one hand, I'm like, I think where people are getting frustrated is it's like, it's Love Island, like you're supposed to build connections, but like there also is a prize at the end of this, and like people have their eye on the prize, and like I can't hate them for that, I guess, but it's like it takes away from the authenticity a little bit, I feel. I also think Huda, I'm on Huda's side. I know that that is like a very unpopular opinion. I am not saying that I agree with her behavior with Jeremiah at all. That was a crazy crash out, and I feel like it was definitely like, whoa. I think 2 things can exist. I think we can understand that Huda had very unacceptable behavior in the beginning of the villa, and she crashed out, and it was really jarring and borderline concerning, and like a lot was going on there. But I think what can also be true is that we have seen over the course of since Jeremiah left a projection of growth from her that we didn't see in the beginning. We've seen her explore other connections, we've seen her participate in challenges, we've seen her really like handle her emotions in a way that she didn't do previously. So like, I can't hate on her for that. I did feel really bad for Iris tonight because TJ went home, and that just seemed really weird. But again, it kind of felt strategic on Sierra's part, I'm not gonna lie. Not that it would have saved anything, but it did feel that there was a strategic element for not picking TJ, because TJ and Iris were an unproblematic couple, and I think people were starting to like them. I'm wondering if Iris and Pepe are gonna get together. That's just like my hot take. I wonder if that's gonna happen. But anyways, thank you for joining my Love Island TED Talk. I will see you guys in the morning. Good night, love you.